Om Shanti. Today, 4th January 2024, Baba says, Sweet children, the main thing is the pilgrimage of remembrance. Only by having remembrance will your lifespan increases and your sin will be absorbed. The stage, behavior, and way of speaking of someone who stays in remembrance would be first class. Question: why should your children have even greater happiness than the deities? Answer: because you have now won a big lottery, very big lottery. God is teaching you. In the golden age, deities will teach deities, where human beings teach human beings. Whereas the Supreme Father himself is teaching you souls. You now become spinner of the discus of self-realization. You have all the knowledge in you. Deities don't have this knowledge. Song: Awaken, O brides, awaken. The new age is about to dawn. Om Shanti. Deities exist in the new age. They too are human beings, but their qualities are divine. They are Vaishnavas, doubly non-violent. Human beings are now are doubly violent. They fight and battle a lot and also use sword of lust. This is called the land of death in which vicious people live. That is called the world of deities where deities reside. They were doubly non-violent. There used to be their kingdom. If the duration of each cycle were hundreds of thousands of years, you would not be able to think about it. Nowadays, they continue to reduce the duration of the cycle. Some say that it is 7,000 years and some say it is 10,000 years. The children also know that the Father is God, highest on high, and that we, his children, reside in the land of peace. We are the guides who show the path. There is no mention of the pilgrimage in the Gita, although the word Manmanabhav is mentioned. However, what is the meaning of that? Consider yourself to be soul and remember the Father. This does not enter anyone's intellect. Only when the Father comes and explains to them would it enter their intellects. At this time, you are becoming deities from human beings. There are human beings here where deities are in golden age. You are now truly changing from human being into deities. This is your godly mission. Human beings do not understand about the incorporeal supreme soul. How could incorporeal have hands and feet? Krishna has hands and feet, he has everything. On the path of devotion, they have written so many scriptures. You children now have many pictures, etc. When you look at a picture, you remember what you have to explain with that picture. Many more pictures will also be made. At the very top of a picture, you have to show souls. There would only be souls and nothing else visible than the subtile region, and below that also show the world of human beings. You will then also show how at the end they ascend. Day by day, new inventions will continue to be made. You now have to do so much service according to the pictures you have. Then such pictures will be made through which people will quickly understand. The tree will continue to grow very quickly. Whatever status each one claimed in the previous cycle, whatever result were announced, then that will emerge now. It is not that those who come here towards the end cannot become the beads of the rosary. They too will become that. Those who do intense devotion remain engaged in their devotion day and night, for only then they have do visions. Such one will also emerge here. They will make effort day and night and become pure from impure. Everyone has a chance. It is not that those at the end would be deprived. The drama is created in such a way that no one can be deprived. The message has to be given everywhere. It is mentioned in a scripture that one person was left out and he was complained. These pictures will also be printed in the newspapers, etc. You will also continue to receive invitations to. Everyone will come to know that the Father has come. When they have full faith, then they will run here. Your name will continue to be glorified. The golden age is called New Age. There is a newspaper called New Age. They speak of New Delhi, but there cannot be this old fort or all the rubbish etc. in New Delhi. Everything has now become crooked. In the Golden Age, even all the elements remain in order. Here, even the five elements are Tamu Pradhan. There, everything is Sato Pradhan, and so happiness is received from each of the element. There is no mention of sorrow. That is called heaven. You now understand all of these things, and that we have truly all now have become Tamo Pradhan. We will make effort to become Sato Pradhan and are now climbing to our destination. All the rest are in darkness. We are in the light. We are going up above, and all the rest are falling down. You children have to churn all of this knowledge. Shiv Baba is the one who is teaching you. He would not churn this. It is Brahma who has to churn this. You churn everything and then to explain it to others. Some don't churn it all. They just remember the old world. Baba say, forget the old world completely. However, Baba knows that the kingdom is being established number-wise according to the efforts you make. The father says, I come and establish the kingdom and then take everyone back home. Those people simply come to establish their own religions. Those of their religions follow them down. How can you praise them? All the praise is yours. It is only those of the deity religion who are called heroes and heroines. It is your life that is remembered as a life like a diamond and a life like a shell. From being at very top, you fall and reach very bottom. So at this time, you children should have the greater happiness than the deities because you have won a lottery. God is now teaching you. Their deities would teach deities. Here, human being teaches human being, whereas Supreme Father, Supreme Soul is teaching you souls. There is a difference, is there not? You Brahmin have understood about the kingdom of Ram and the kingdom of Ravan. The more you follow Srimad, the higher the status you can claim. Whatever people do on the path of ignorance, it is all wrong. At a young age, the intellect is baby-like, immature. Then it becomes mature. Engagements take place after the age of 16 or 17 years. Nowadays, the world is very dirty. They even marry off little children who are still in the lap. Then their exchange of give and take also begins. Their marriages are so royal. You have had visions of it all. As you continue to make further progress, you will have visions of everything. The lifespan of very good first-class yogi children will continue to increase. The father says, increase your lifespan with yoga. You children understand that you lack yoga. You beat your heads to stay in remembrance, but you are unable to have remembrance. You repeatedly forget. In fact, the chart of those who stay here should be very good. Those outside are involved in mundane business. You have to become Satopradhan here by remembering the Father. Remember me at least for 8 hours while preparing food and doing all work, because only then you will be reached Karmati stage at end. Some say that they stay in yoga for 6 to 8 hours, but Baba would not believe that. Many are so embarrassed that they don't write their charts. They are unable to stay in remembrance for even half an hour. To listen to a Murli is not having remembrance. That is earning an income. When having remembrance, you stop listening. Some children write that they heard Murli while having remembrance. However, that is not remembrance. Baba himself say, I repeatedly forget Baba. I sit to have my meals while having remembrance. Baba, you are abhokta. How can I say, Baba, you are eating and I am also eating? At certain time, you would say that Baba is with you. The main thing is a pilgrimage of remembrance. The subject of Murlis is completely separate. You can become pure by having remembrance and your lifespan also increases. However, it is not that when you are listening to a Murli, Baba was with you in that. Your sins are not absolved while you are listening to Murli. That require efforts. Baba knows that some children are unable to have any remembrance at all. The stage, behavior, the way of speaking, children who stay in remembrance would be completely different. Only by having remembrance you will become Satopradhan. However, Maya is such that she makes you a complete simpleton. This illness strikes many. The attachment that was not there emerges suddenly and they become trapped. This is something that requires a lot of effort. Listening to a Murli is a different subject. That's a matter of earning an income. Your lifespan do not increase by doing that. You won't become pure and your sin won't be absolved. Many listen to Murli and then also continue to fall into vice. They don't speak the truth. The father say, if you are unable to remain pure, why do you come here? They say, Baba, I am Ajamil, a great sinner. Only when I come here, I will become pure. By coming here, there can be some transformation. Otherwise, where else would I go? This is only the path. Such one comes here. The arrow will strike the target at some point. Baba also say of this place, no impure being can come here. This is a court of Indra. At the moment they are allowed to come. One day the ordinance will be issued. Only when they give a firm guarantee you will not be allowed to come. They will then understand that this is an organization where impure ones are not allowed to enter. The children understand whose gathering that this is. We are sitting with God, Ishwar, Somnath, Babulnath. He is the one who makes us pure. Now at the end, many will come and so no one will be able to create any upheaval, etc. Those who belong to this religion will emerge. Those of Arya Samaj are also Hindus. The sects and cults have simply separated. Deities exist in golden age. Here all are Hindus. In fact, here is no Hindu religion. Hindustan is name of country. You children have to become spinner of discus of self-realization while walking and moving around. Students have to remember their studies. You have the whole cycle in your intellect. There is a little difference between the deities and you. After you become strong spinner of this discus of self-realization, you will then become part of plane of Vishnu. You understand that you are becoming that. The stage of deities is final stage. You will reach the final stage when you reach Karmati stage. Shiv Baba is making you into the spinner of discus of self-realization. He has this knowledge in him. He is the one who is making you into those and you are the one who are becoming those. You become Brahmin and then become deities. How can those ornaments be given to you at this time? You are now effort makers. You then become part of plane of Vishnu. The golden age is the Vaishnav plane. So you have to become like that. You have to become very sweet. Instead of using bad word, it is not better not to speak at all. There is an example of couple who were quarreling and sannyasi told one of them to put a bead in his mouth and never take it out because a response could not then be given. To conquer the five vices is not like going to your aunt's home. Some share their experience of how they had a lot of anger in them and how they now have very little anger. You have to become very sweet. Yesterday you used to sing praise of those deities. Today you understand that you are becoming deities now. You do become those only number wise. Baba would definitely mention the name of those who do service. You should show the path to others. Previously we did not know anything. Now we have received so much knowledge. Those who don't imbibe virtues very well are reported. Baba, this one has a lot of anger. Baba knows that if you are unable to do spiritual service, there is also physical service to do. If you stay in remembrance of Baba and do service, that's a great fortune. Continue to remind one another. You will receive a lot of power by having remembrance. Those who stay in remembrance also have to keep their charts. You can understand everything from charts. Baba continued to caution everyone. Many people ask for peace in the world. There definitely was peace in the world at some time. In the golden age, there is nothing that would cause peacelessness. Here, there is the sweet father and sweet children who are making into world sweet. It is not sweet now. There is nothing but death everywhere. This play has taken place many times and continue to take place. There is no end to it. The cycle continues to turn. Acha, since for dharana, first point, in order to have your sin absolved and to increase your lifespan, you definitely have to stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance. Only by having remembrance you will become pure. Therefore, definitely show at least 8 hour remembrance in your chart. Second point, become as sweet as the deities. Instead of using bad words or wrong words, it is better not to speak at all. While doing spiritual or physical service, it is great fortune to stay in remembrance of Father. Blessing. May you experience the Karmati stage while engaged in doing service and thereby become an image of Tapasya. Detail. There is very little time left and lot of service to be done. It is only in you doing service that there is a margin for Maya to come. It is only in doing service that there is expansion of your nature and relationships. If there is selfishness merged in your service or there is still a little less balance, Maya adopts many new forms and comes. Therefore, practice having a balance of doing service and your stage. Be a master and take service from your workers, the physical organs, but let there be only one Baba and none other in your mind. When this awareness has emerged in you, you will then be said to be experienced in Karmati stage and an embodiment of Tapasya. Slogan for today is, make negative reason into positive solutions. Make negative reasons into positive solution. Avyak silence point for experience double light angelic stage is, in order to experience the angelic stage, become free from any type of wasteful or negative thoughts, words and actions. Anything wasteful or negative does not allow you to experience deep silence for all time. Now become free from any burden of waste and become double light angels. Acha, Om Shanti.